Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be talking about how I got onto self-improvement, share a little bit about my journey, and give younger me some advice. If you are new here, I'm Sean, and I make videos to help people live better lives. So just to give you a bit of background info about my self-improvement journey, I've been able to consistently challenge myself to do things that before I wasn't able to do, like picking up the habit of reading, getting over my anxiety of approaching new women, and even learning to do the handstand. The biggest challenges that I overcame include doing regular exercise and going on a regular diet, talking to new people, especially if I didn't feel confident enough to do it, and taking cold showers for at least 2 years consistently. I wasn't able to do any of these things without deliberate decision making and painstaking perseverance. Some people, that comes naturally. To be honest, I'm not one of them. I had to really give it my all to conquer these challenges. And to some, it might not seem great or grandesque. To me, it proved to be a big stepping stone. I had to structure my days and decisions to include these challenges. Having role models to look at when times get tough definitely help. But unfortunately, not all of us have those role models. We don't have the dads that support us optimally. We don't have the friend group that motivates us to accept and overcome challenges. And we don't have people in our community that we can aspire to. Luckily, the internet has opened up the doors for us to get inspired by millions of people. One of the people that had the biggest impact on me, Jordan B. Peterson. He felt like the wind my sails needed to get my mini makeshift raft back on course. So let me share with you the journey on how everything came about. In high school, I wasn't really too concerned about any of these things. Like most people, I was focused on fitting into the social structure that my friends created. And let's just say, it wasn't a very constructive structure. Looking back at it now, the actions didn't even align with what I wanted. But hey, being part of the cool kids feels fun. I started consuming things quite early in my life, and that led to me being brainwashed into thinking this is all that I could be. Especially if you add trying to be cool on top of that, where you limit yourself to only be able to go to here. I feel like this is part of the natural process though. I mean, we are social beings, and especially early on in our development, that forms a crucial part of our identity. As you get older, you naturally start to lean to the opposite side, where you only want to focus on your own personal development. I believe that noticing this and finding the balance where your social identity and your personal development is optimally challenged is where you need to be. Thing is, you cannot find that optimal point if you haven't actually explored the edges. Using my own experience as an example, my high school days were part of my social development, where I was trying to only fit into the group. As I got older, I decided to move to a different country. That was where I only focused on my personal development. Now that I've taken enough time to explore where the edges of both of those are for me, I am able to combine them and find a more unified state that works for me. This definitely doesn't mean that the exploration is over, just means that I have found where I currently need to be. As I progress more, I will need to further explore where those edges lie and find my new unified position. I think that it is really crucial to have those periods where you find where your maximum potential lies and try to stay within the border of that. The first obstacle that I had to overcome was my environment. This included my friends and the habits that I was currently partaking in. Gotta say, this was by far the most difficult to overcome, but also the most necessary. By now, everyone's heard about those quotes about your closest friends and the people you hang around with, so I won't be repeating any of those, but I will point out that they are as true as a Karen is annoying. I overcame this by moving to a foreign country to teach English. I moved to a country where I didn't know the culture, I didn't know the language, and I didn't have any friends there. I moved to the Weifu Central, the country of Japan. This allowed me to surround myself with things that only I chose to be surrounded by. The first few things I did was to remove everything that I didn't want. I stopped playing games, I stopped indulging in things that were bad for my health, and I started living a minimalistic life. I used this time to assess where I was, where I wanted to go, and who am I? I started consuming a lot of personal development content on YouTube and Instagram, and that really allowed me to brainwash myself into believing that my limits are actually a lot higher than I thought they were. As a self-improvement YouTuber, Hamza, once said, consuming information is not bad. It's the consumption that allows you to actually take action at some point. You need to be completely mentally prepared to actually do something in the real life. And there's a very important part there. Do something in the real life. Yes, consumption is important, but doing something is way more important. So I focused on consuming and doing things for about 2 years. Recently, I moved back to my hometown to see if this new updated version of myself was able to handle the pressure of the previous identity I created. I remember a quote that I read a while back that said, if you really think you changed, move back to your parents' house and see if you can continue that change. The reason why is there's a lot of brain circuitry involved when you move back to your parents' house. So if you can prove to yourself that this new version is able to overcome that brain circuitry, then you have made lasting change. Having proven to myself that I have changed and that this new character that I built isn't just going to be deleted by the old ones, gave me this strange feeling. Something that makes me look forward to upcoming challenges with my chest held high and this crazy, excited smile on my face. This confidence that I built gave me the desire to take responsibility for my life. As Jordan Peterson says, and I'm paraphrasing here, responsibility is what makes men out of boys. I want to not only take responsibility for my own life, but also the lives around me. I want to take responsibility for my parents' financial situation and their health. I want to take responsibility for my social circle and the friends that I have and their paths. And I want to take responsibility for my own life. To improve it in such a way that those around me cannot help but improve as well. It's a good idea to have these thoughts, but unfortunately, they will not get you to where you want to be. Don't judge yourself by your thoughts. Judge yourself by your actions. This took me a long time to understand and implement. If I could give younger Sean any advice, it would be this. Yes, your thoughts are important, and they do shape your actions. The thing is, your actions shape your world. Only your actions actually bring about change. Only your actions engender your desired outcome. Your thoughts are the precursor to your actions, but don't get caught up in the thoughts. Constant consumption and planning allows you to act when the opportunity presents itself. But without action, the opportunity is just another wasted moment. Alright, for those of you that are still around, I applaud you for going through a newbie's video for so long. Truly, thank you guys for showing interest in what I had to say. There are quite a lot of concepts and words that I covered in this video, and for someone just getting started, it might be a little bit tough to understand. If you'd like me to make any separate videos about any of the ideas, concepts, or stories that you heard in this video, please drop a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Good luck with your journey, and I'll see you when you made it.